Okay, this is how I added some fluid. I used RV antifreeze because it freezes up here in the north. Adding fluid to tractor tires. What I ended up doing, just first thing I did was elevate the tractor, get the weight off of the wheel, and then I turned the wheel to get the schrader up top. Got a 2-gallon bucket, put a submersible pump in there. I got some 3/8 fuel line and adapted from garden hose to 3/8 fuel line. I took a little, you see that red thing right there? It's just a straw off of like a brake clean bottle. And sorry, I had to pause there, add some more fluid. I took a little straw from brake clean and I drilled a little hole into the side of the fuel line, and I'm using that as a vent to let the air out. There's a little bit of fluid spraying out too, just a little bit of carryover. And then I took a piece of a little plastic tote and hung that over the tire to kind of catch the stuff spraying out. It drips right back into the bucket. I'm just going to keep adding fluid until I can't get any more in there. It starts spraying just fluid out of that little straw. So far I got all those guys in there. It's a little John Deere 420. I use it for plowing snow, and I'm building the front end loader for it. So I'm going to need a little counterweight. Lift I used, you don't really see these too often. It's 1960s airlift. So you hook up an airline to the back, got your pneumatic cylinder here, lifts up, and then pins in place with some dogs on the bottom. If you want some more info on that thing, just leave a comment. I'll do a video on that. But yep, I'll get a picture of that straw once I'm done with this tire. Okay, I stopped getting air out of this thing. Looks like I'm getting all antifreeze, so I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this thing. It's gonna have a little bit of pressure left in it, I'm sure, so it'll backfill on the pump a little bit, but we should be all right. Let's let this stop, and then we'll count up how many jugs we got on this side and find out how much weight we got. Okay, it's done bleeding. I'll pull this guy out, show you what I made here. I thought it was done bleeding. That's okay. Just a little bit there. Anyway, yeah, I just took a small drill pit and drilled out the side of that hose, tossed that little straw in there to act as a little air vent. Once this thing's done bleeding, I'll throw the schrader back in and air it up. We should be good to go, and I'll add up how much I got. Okay, I wound up getting about 12.5 gallons in. It's about 100 pounds, so a lot cheaper than trying to find and get the cast iron wheel weights for these guys. They're pretty dang pricey. I'm going to do that on both sides. So finish with this one. I'm going to turn the tractor around, get it lifted up, get the fluid in there, and in the end I'll have about 200 pounds of counterweight. And we'll see how that does. If I have to, I'll come up with a different way to make some counterweights, probably out of steel. I can pick up round stock for about 50 cents a pound, and I don't know, I'll measure it up, see what I can make with some round stock and some steel plates I can burn out on the plasma. We can make some flanges or something to hold all those pieces of round stock. We'll basically fill up this whole hub with steel and see what we get there. But I'm not going to do that unless I have some issues, if this isn't enough counterweight for some reason. So that's the way I came up with doing it. I don't know, there might be another way. Let me know what you think. Thanks.